This is AI Buddy Landell, and you're about to listen to Booking the Territory, the unprofessional wrestling podcast. So stop working yourself into a shoot you numbnuts. This show is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Don't be a dumbass and get offended by anything on this show. And if you do get offended, that's a you problem. Before I throw it to the fellas for another banger of an episode, shout out to all the BTT patrons who keep this show going, including the largest Patreon contributors, Disrespectfully, Classy, Mark E. Blassie, Joe Ice, Good Old Justin, and the Token Smurfette and John Potts. Now, enjoy this Outlaw Mud Show podcast. Remember, if it don't snow, it don't go. And be blessed and be a blessing, pal.
Hi, everybody. This is Jim Cornette, pro wrestling legend, and you're listening to the Booking the Territory Unprofessional Wrestling Podcast.
This is the artist formerly known as Daryl Van Horn, James Mitchell, the Sinister Minister, and I'm here to let you know I would rather slam my cock in a car door than to miss the dulcet tones of Hard Body Harper, my illegitimate son, on Booking the Territory podcast.
Woo, Messi, this is professional wrestler Jimmy Valiant, the Boogie Woogie Man. Tell my people, my brothers and sisters, don't you dare miss Booking the Territory. Oh, yeah.
This is a one-man gang. You're listening to Booking the Territory Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome back, everyone, to this week's episode of Booking the Territory, the unprofessional wrestling podcast, where tonight we're going to be talking WCW Saturday Night on TBS from February the 5th of 1994. If you're listening to this on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button on the video, type a comment or two with you like or didn't like about the episode. It definitely helps the channel grow. It makes Harper very, very happy, and he won't be salty like he is right now because I just asked him what his thoughts were on the common opponents in the SEC as far as football goes each and every year. Harper's here. Doc's here. First, before I let Harper go on for another rant, Doc, how are you?
I guess I'm doing all right. I mean, the Cowboys probably aren't going to win 4 games this year, but you know, y'all are right down there with me, so I guess it's not that bad.
Yeah. Saints are fucking bad, dude. This reminds me of like when I was a kid, how bad they are.
I don't understand people who had other expectations. Like
Mike, it was over by the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, like nothing that I don't know why that.
It was a squash match. At least give me a fucking hope spot, motherfucker. Something. Get an arm drag in.
They gave you an arm.
Something.
They gave you an arm drag, a body slam.
Hey, man, get something in.
Hold on. They gave you that in weeks 1 and 2. You're not gonna get that from the jobber every single week. It's not happening.
Fuck. This is fucking horrible, bro.
What did you expect?
Y'all gave up like 35 points, and I looked over there, and I was like, man, some shit must have happened. And there were no fumbles and no interceptions.
It was kickoff returns and blocked punts. And
it was
guy stole second, and it was fucking crazy.
It was a punt return for a touchdown, and then a blocked punt, like within 5 minutes of that. Before you knew it, it was 3 touchdown deficit. And I'm sitting there going, well, like, that's what I expected this year. I don't know. Like, there's idiots out there that I know that are like, oh no, bro, I thought they'd be a little bit more competitive, bro. I mean, come on, bro. You know, dude, they suck. I don't know what anybody else expected.
Our fucking dumbass owner came out and said after the game he still expects us to make the playoffs.
Nobody listens to that senile asshole anymore. I mean, they just look. They stick the microphone in front of his face. We laugh at him, and that's that. Like, nobody takes that fucking buffoon serious.
Dude, that's the truth. All right, so let's get into this. So you're doing all right though, even though no concerts, nobody was coming to town this week.
No concerts.
All right. Well, I gotta ask something here.
What?
the world has been ablaze in BTT land. Everywhere I go, people are asking me, you got to ask Mike. Mike, you need to give us your opinion and tell us what in the hell is going on north of the border in Canadian football. These rule changes are nutso.
I mean, what's the rule changes?
Yeah, I'm not getting into the specifics because, one, a lot of people who listen to this
Cal
don't
play in Boston College.
No.
In the same conference.
Yeah, I'm not getting into the specifics because one, most of the people who listen to us don't care. But two, I can tell you that, boy, if you went to any of the Facebook or Twitter posts related to these rule changes that are going to be taking place in the CFL over the next 2 years in 2026 and 2027, the people north of the border are not at all happy with whatever the hell is going on. And if I was a conspiracy theorist, I almost would think they're setting it up for some type of, not a merger, but an acquisition of maybe a larger company that might want to expand north of the border. Again, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but one of the rule changes is going to be...
Just to give a little bit of the people something, we're going to take the end zone that's 20 yards deep and make it 15 yards deep. And instead of the field being 110 yards, it's going to be 100 yards.
Yeah, that's the big one, the 100 yards, because that lines up with the NFL along with every other football league.
And we're going to move the
America.
goalpost from the front of the end zone to the back of the end zone, which also lines up with the NFL.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but it's really weird after all these years they changed those rules, which are completely native and inherent to the CFL game, which a lot of American football fans don't like, but it does make it unique. And I particularly like it because it is completely different and it does change strategies and philosophies when you're actually watching the game and coaching the game. So
do you think
it's really weird that after all these years, they're making these changes that they're making.
They're going to buy it.
I don't know what's happening, but nothing would surprise me because Uncle Raj not only wants to expand overseas, but I don't know, man. That's really strange that they would do this.
I don't understand the endless hunger for greed like these motherfuckers.
Sir, have you ever heard of that thing, Manifest Destiny?
It's like everything that we love, wrestling, college football, and the NFL, just like how much more money can we get out these motherfuckers?
Bruh, it is sucking.
Are they going to play the Grey Cup? Would they play the Grey Cup in Saudi Arabia?
Oh God.
Yeah, they're going to play it in fucking Kuwait.
Bro, I thought for a second one day after Harper was reacting to the whole WrestleMania going to the Saudis, I actually thought to myself, bro, they got enough money to just buy the NFL.
Yeah.
Who, the Saudi Arabians?
Yes. If you get greedy enough and these owners want to really be even more richer than what they currently are, I put nothing past anything anymore, because while I think you should try to strive to make as much money as possible in your life, these slapdicks that are rich just want to get richer and richer and richer and richer. I
don't understand. When is there enough, bro?
There isn't.
There
because
isn't.
cash
That's
rules
the
everything
problem.
around me.
There's
I just don't get it,
not.
bro.
There is not, and it's hard. The critics will say, "Well, it's WWE, it's TKO. If they're a publicly traded company, if they want to, take that money, they should be allowed to do it. Capitalism, bro." I'm like, okay, but how much is enough? When is enough enough?
Never. There is no ever. I told you this when they bought it. This shit. It was, y'all better watch out because Vince might end up being the baby face again. And then we are already hearing that he was keeping prices down for families.
What an asshole.
So hold on. I also want to follow up.
Shit, you could shit on somebody's head if you just keep the prices down. Is that what we're saying?
Stop.
That's real nice.
Here's the thing. He couldn't get his weird kicks off getting all the money he could, so he had to have a weird outlet somewhere.
That is true. I think that's what happens with someone like him and P. Diddy. I think they get to a point where where you can buy anything that you want.
Jesus.
And you're searching for that feeling where, like, picture it like, let's say,
here comes the analogy.
Mike's wife needed a car, right?
Yeah, she does.
And
she smashed up the last one.
Let's say she's looking at, man, those new Lexuses look great, but we got the kids and everything, and that
Mike's
car looks
bastard.
beautiful, and this just, it's not in our budget. So I guess we're going to get the Hyundai Santa Fe. It's not as good, but it gets the job done.
Boy, you're pretty close to what happened.
Right, and then Mike's wife comes home from work, and guess what's in the fucking driveway?
That Lexus, I think.
That Lexus that she wanted, that she did not think she was going to get. There it is in the fucking driveway. And then Mike comes out, hey, I talked to the guy. I fucking worked something out. I was able to get the Lexus. Your wife would be doing backflips because you got her that car that she wanted, that she was going to get. She would feel ecstatic. These people don't get that feeling because they can literally buy anything they want. Anything they want. And that's why they do crazy ass shit, because they're searching for that feeling. Like P. Diddy and Vince McMahon doing crazy sexual shit. That's why they can't get that feeling anymore. It's like going to the arcade with endless quarters. Once you wanted that as a kid and you can just keep pumping quarters into the machines, then it's not fun anymore. Because you can just keep hitting continue, yes, and then just go through it like it's nothing.
Pass around the collection plate.
And that's how these people are. Once you reach
who are these people?
Billionaires like this, bro. The Epstein shit.
Well, I don't want to touch that.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. They get to a point where they got to search for something else to get that feeling.
Right. Regular, relations.
Regular smooth opinion is not enough.
Not enough no more, right?
No, exactly. No.
I don't ever want to be that rich, man.
I don't know about that. Hey, man, if the Saudis call us and offer us a whole bag of cash and a camel, we should do it.
I just want to be left alone, bro.
I'm with
you got to have enough money. You got to have enough money to be left alone.
That's what I'm saying. I just want it's all paid for, and I'm going to sit here like a goddamn dog and just leave me alone.
The dream.
Harper,
that's my dream.
Harper, I tell Doc this all the time, and I probably have told you this. If by some chance I won the Powerball or anything like that, I am moving to the middle of nowhere, just me and the dog. And if my wife wants to come, she can come too. Otherwise,
that's all I want to do, dude. Is just be owned.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I could be in a fucking tool shed from Home Depot. I just want to be left alone and just chilling. That's it, bro.
With your college football, though, right? You got to have the satellite dish or whatever to get your college football. We got to get that.
That's it, bro.
That's it. That's all I need.
I'm not chasing the fucking Lexus, bro. I'm not chasing that shit.
It ain't worth it.
Chasing a fucking Ferrari. It's not worth it to put yourself in that financial situation, because once you do that, then you're fucked, because now you're back on the grind just to pay off this shit just so you can look cool on fucking Facebook.
Amen. He's preaching again.
Is it fucking worth it?
Nope.
The fuck? Get the key up, motherfucker.
You ain't lying.
God damn, bro.
You ain't lying. Speaking of, Doc.
Speaking of, who got the WrestlePalooza?
So, hold on. So, hold on real quick. If you recall, one of y'all said, hey, can I get the WWE PLEs if I have Hulu Plus? And I told Harper to, why don't you ask D-Man? See, D-Man's been kayfabing us. He hadn't messaged us in like 2 weeks. And I said, oh, he must be mad we're reading his bits on air. So anyway, Harper followed through and asked, and we got a response from D-Man the day before. Harper says, can I get the WWE PLEs if I have Hulu Plus? D-Man, no. You get a bunch of shitty movies though, bro. Harper, I said, that's nice. Harper immediately responds, do you have it? Have what? Harper says, the ESPN package to watch WWE PLEs. D-Man, no, bro. Harper chimes in, according to Stevie Richards, Hulu Plus is included. D-Man responds, Hulu, Disney, and ESPN Plus, $29.99. Harper says, I have all that. D-Man didn't respond. I said, damn, D-Man, you're not going to be able to watch it? Well, that was Friday afternoon at 5 p.m. By Saturday at 6:17, me and Harper get a random text from D-Man. I'm in, baby. Boom, bro. So then he says, $29.99 later, LOL. D-Man then says, let me guess, the main event will soon be on Al Jazeera TV at $12.99 a month. Then he continues. Peacock, ESPN Plus, YouTube TV, shaking my head. Costing me like $9,000 a year to watch wrestling. I said, capitalism is a motherfucker sometimes, D-Man. Yeah, bro, my Irish got this one, though, so I turned it off. Brock looks like something out of an X-Men comic book. He's juiced up, boy. Bro, love reading Breaker's new gear. Badass. I said, I took you for a Yeet gear guy, Darren. He says, honestly, I can't argue with that, bro.
Yeah, isn't that crazy how it's like WWE is playing that board game Risk, and they're trying to put their flags and their cannons on every country as possible before someone else does. Because, I mean, just think about it, right? If you want to watch Raw, you got to have Netflix. If you watch SmackDown, you got to have fucking USA. If you want to watch fucking NXT, that's on CW. If you want Saturday night's main event or the old school library, which is the only thing I want, you got to have Peacock.
Yep.
And on Tubi, they got that Evolve thing. I mean, which I don't know how many people watch that, but it's there. And it's like they're doing all this just to say no. In case someone else wants to come there, they're already pissed on that fucking lawn. And it's almost like it's like Disney Plus, right? They own the Marvel Studios. All those Marvel movies are on one fucking channel. And it's almost like if Disney said, we're going to put the Avengers on Disney Plus. We're going to put Captain America on Hulu. The Iron Man movies on, Peacock. Guardians of the Galaxy is on Amazon. The Black Panther's on BET. And instead of just putting it all on one fucking place where it's all right there, the WWE makes you have to buy all this other shit just to consume that product. Fuck you, dude. I'm not doing it. You are not that important in my fucking life, bro. Sorry.
He will not be worked unless he's at a concert.
You will not be worked,
buying
bro.
a $50
My life
t-shirt.
does not revolve around you. We ain't fucking.
They're trying to fuck you. You just
they're
won't let
trying, bro. I'm not gonna fucking. Who do you think's gonna spend all this goddamn money just to watch that shit?
Well, here's a nickel's worth of free advice to Paul in the group. Y'all might want to start worried about, instead of planting flags, having some good matches and shit I care about. Because I watched that shit, and it was pretty bad.
So I didn't watch it because, I mean, to be honest, it just popped up. Because I went on sports on the Hulu Plus, and there it was. And I was like, I clicked it on, and there was some little ESPN commercial thing Triple H was doing, and I was like, I'm not looking at this. There's 50 million college football games I could be watching. I'm not looking at this.
That's what had me, Harper. Like, it's on the middle of college football evening. It's just like, come on.
So here's my problem with that. I totally agree with everything you just said. Y'all said about the football. I was like, shit, this is some good football over here. Latrell loves Brock Lesnar. And he don't really like wrestling much anymore because he's at that age where it's like, you know.
Yeah.
So he wanted to watch it to see Brock. And I was like, we ain't watching wrestling much anymore because he don't really care. So this is a chance for us to sit down and watch it. And the second match started, and he goes, yeah, I think I'm going to go to my room and play video games. They ain't got no stars, and the stars they have are all in their 40s.
Bro, Uncle D-Man ain't going to be happy, bro. What you mean you going to your room after the second match, bro? That was Breaker and Reed, bro. That gear was on the money, bro. Come on. Irish Mafia.
Yeah, I don't know where they're going to get their future stars unless they go to fucking AEW. And thing is, where they going to pick from there?
Those cupboards are bare, too, let me tell you.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Who you going to grab from there that's going to spark something?
See, y'all are talking about capitalism. I feel like the WWE is stripping the fucking copper wiring out of the damn house and stripping this shit for parts.
Yeah.
We're going to ride this thing till the wheels fall off and sell it to the Saudis.
And I think about fucking AEW, it's on TBS and TNT, which is the same thing. It's like ESPN and ESPN2. There it is.
For now.
Yeah, but they need to put some time into having a show that's actually watchable.
Shh. Remember, if Tony decides he wants to hire us to do an AEW review show, we're selling out, remember?
Hey, man, that's true. And if the Saudis have a bag of cash and a camel that we can ride around for fun, we'll sell out to them, too.
Everybody has a
what
price.
What happened to India? India was the big thing?
Rinka King?
You remember what that was a big thing to running shows in India?
Yeah.
Yeah, TNA, they did Rinka King.
Yeah, so what? I mean, whatever happened with that?
I guess Jeff Jarrett went over there and found some gold bars and came home and tried to sell them.
Oh.
All right. Oh, boy. Okay.
The world is fucked, man. That's why you need to stay home.
Yeah.
That's why, huh?
That's right.
Well, and every time you leave the house, somebody's trying to take your cash.
Oh, God. Yeah.
You, Mike, how much was the soda at the high school football game that you went to the other night?
I posted $5, and then after I posted that in the group, I actually went down there because I had to go use the bathroom, and I look at the sign. The sodas were $6.50. Popcorn and nachos were like $9.50 each. And
that's for a fucking high school football game?
And Harper, you know the worst part? Like this school that they played on Friday is not good at all. Like the final score was like 62-10 or something, just some stupid score. Anyway, I kept looking over at the other side, and I look at my wife and go, "There's nobody over there." Like, Doc, it was probably double, triple. I'm trying to remember how many were there that night you went, because that night you went was a light crowd, but there were a good number of people over there, not a lot. There was like nobody over there, and I'm thinking to myself,
are you trying to say that there was a light crowd and that we were a bunch of whiteys?
We were the away team, and there was many more away team fans there than home team, and I felt so bad for this team because I'm like, one, this team's trash. These people got to drive here 5 times a year to come watch this crap at this stadium. Man, no way. I was angry just for one night there, and we don't have to go there no more. Oh, $6.50 for a freaking soda. And I'm watching all these parents with little kids running around with a soda and a popcorn and nachos. And I'm like, the dollar figures are going off in my eyeballs going, I'm like, that's $50 right there. That's $50 right there.
For real, me too, dude. I would bro, did your wife got a big purse? Put some 20-ounce Cokes in there.
What you don't?
It's a milk duds from the fucking Dollar Tree.
First
off,
search those. No.
Clear bag.
I tell you,
kidding me?
You do have to have a clear bag. You can't walk in with it. But I have cargo, so I'm always sneaking in snacks and a soda.
For real, bro.
So, but I was
turkey leg.
Yeah,
you got a turkey leg.
Poor boy in there.
Bro, if there was a po' boy place where I could get one near the stadium, you damn right I'd bring one in. I always sneak in stuff. Here's the thing: I told you this before. When we're at our home stadium, $2 for a soda. I mean, that's reasonable, right?
Yeah,
that's like nachos $3.50 or whatever. Maybe $4 at the most.
That ain't bad.
But not
fucking $2.
$9.50 for a thing of nachos at a high school game. And
is it because it was in the old Rangers stadium?
Yeah, bro. That's what I don't understand. So here's the thing. I know the school must get a portion of that. The problem is, like, you got to realize you're selling that at a high school game. It's a high school game. We're talking about kids here. Like, why
Nobody
are you trying to...
gives a shit about the consumer.
Bro, you are raking these parents over the coals, like just trying to sap them of money. These are public schools. They're not rich schools by any means. Like, these are
Mike, let me help you out here.
Public schools.
It's not just if it were just a $6 soda, that's one thing. But it's the practices. And it's the Saturday practice that you got to drive them to. And it's the game. And you got to be there early. And then you got to pick them up. And you got to leave work early. And you got to do all this stuff. And then you get to the one thing that's the payoff for the week. And you're like, man, it's hot. I deserve something to drink. And you try to go get a drink. And that shit's $6.50.
Fuck.
Everybody's trying to haul you out.
Everybody
for a high school game,
dude. Here's a funny part. There was a Ranger game that night. The stadium's right next to it. The new Ranger ballpark is right next to that stadium. So that night there was a Ranger game. They literally are charging for obviously Ranger parking. Now, if you tell the parking person, they give you one lot. It's one of the lots there. They're like, this is specifically for high school. And you tell them, hey, I'm going to the high school game. You park there for free. I'm like, but every other lot that's around there, like, let's just say you just don't realize there's free parking.
$50.
You're going to be spending between $20 and $50 to park as well.
That's just crazy,
it's
bro.
Insane.
And that's what I don't get. Bro, explain to me why the streaming services are raising their fucking prices. Sit me down and explain why. Because I mean, that's got nothing to do with tariffs. It's got nothing to do with, oh, well, the price of this has gone up, and we got to bring this from China. All you're doing is streaming from a fucking satellite. Why is this costing you more money to do this?
I wish I was rich so I could pay one of these big CEOs to have a powwow with Harper so Harper could tell this slapdick CEO from Hulu, hey,
we're here on the earnings call.
Explain to me like I'm stupid why your dumbass is raising the prices.
Because, like, it's not like the eggs. Remember when the eggs rose up? Whoa, there was a bird flu killing the fucking chick. That's the reason why. What's your fucking reason? Did the price of goddamn, Goonies go up?
I'm telling you, I would pay good money. I wish I was rich so I could be like, hey, Mr. CEO of Hulu, I would gladly pay you like, $1 million to do a sit down with Hardbody Harper. I'd have Harper show up in them cargos and that shirt with his stupid looking Wildcat hat on and grill this.
This is Christopher Harper from Lehman Brothers.
Bro, that bastard,
hey,
that bastard would be needing therapy after getting done with Harper.
Like, explain to me why these prices have gone higher when there is no production, there's no moving parts, there's no
because they can
physical like DNA thing involved in this.
Harper sounds like he's about ready to seize the means of production.
I'm just saying, bro. If the aliens come, I was like, it's what I want y'all to do: shoot down these fucking satellites and shut all these motherfuckers down. So we're back to a fucking digital antenna. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Okay.
Well, speaking of fuck them, let's talk about some wrestling.
Let's get started. What an intro, boy! If you listen
we used to talk about eating ass and all kinds of fun stuff, and now it's like we're like the three of us are the two old men on the Muppets.
Yeah.
Well, we are. If you missed the 30-minute,
what are you going to do with that Ranger Stadium? Are they just going to tear it down?
It's a high school football stadium now, and where the Dallas Renegades play, or Arlington Renegades, I should say.
Forever? Like, I mean, don't they usually tear those stadiums down and just turn them into a fucking parking lot?
Harper, they have been using that thing for high school football ever since the new stadium was built, and it gets a good bit of usage from what I understand, along with other events that they have there as well. I hate going there. I don't like driving down there. I don't like parking down there.
That's where the next Star Wars should be.
What?
With the Von Erichs.
Okay, at the baseball stadium.
Is the Cotton Bowl still there?
Yeah, that's where OU in Texas plays every year. That's still the same Cotton Bowl.
Every year.
Do they still play in that same stadium?
Yes.
Yes. They don't play the Cotton. They don't play the Cotton Bowl in the Cotton Bowl, but they play Texas OU in the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah. That's what's weird, Harper. They play the Cotton Bowl at Jerry World, AT&T Stadium, where the Cowboys play, but Texas and OU does still play at the actual Cotton Bowl stadium every year.
And that's probably the only game that gets played there?
No. There's Grambling and Prairie View. Matter of fact, they play this weekend.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, there's
Commanders Classic.
Yeah, there's other games that are played there.
Okay.
That's another place I hate driving down to.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Why?
I just did you miss the part when you said you hate crowds? Because the only time you're going down there is when for something.
That part of town is right by downtown. That means it's 100 years old, which means nothing is built for the kind of crowds that you need.
Nothing's built for the infrastructure.
I bet those fucking restrooms probably still got them trough fucking urinals.
That's the least of your problems. Getting in and out of that motherfucker is a fucking logistics exercise.
That's how Soldier Field was. It was like walking out.
And then you're shitting all over it.
Yeah, it was horrible.
You destroyed the bathrooms, and then we came up there and took a shit on the field last Saturday.
Hey,
Sunday.
this for you, Mike Dicker.
All right, well. On that particular note, let's talk Saturday Night on TBS from February the 5th, 1994. We are into February. We do have a pay-per-view coming up in a few weeks. tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT is where you can listen to our Superbrawl IV review that will be coming up in, I think it's 2 to 3 weeks away at this point. That is tiny.
There's going to be people that are like, y'all got a lot of nerve talking about raising prices, and then y'all go to this thing where we don't get a free show every week.
Nobody raised prices.
Mike. Because the cost of
nobody raised prices.
The cost of bandwidth has gone up.
BTT has not raised prices.
Chromebook is
a free
Chromebooks
show
are more expensive.
It's still a free show, and nobody raised prices. tinyurl.com/Patreon BTT is where you can get those goodies at, as Doc's over there trying to make it's a terrible, terrible joke. But anyway, this week's episode was taped January 11th, 1994, with the exception of the Sting versus Regal match, which was taped January 10th of 94. I point that out because this means this was taped well before the Clash, which we've already reviewed several weeks ago. But anyway, Bobby Heenan, Mean Gene, Tony open the show, wrestling royalty here. They talk about the situation with Flair and Vader's match being postponed due to Flair's potential injury or injury sustained at the Clash. They then throw to Flair and Vader from the Clash and the press conference that we've already seen when the match was postponed. And I am so tired of this. They are shooting themselves in the foot. This is the match for the pay-per-view that is happening 15 days from the date that this is airing. So you're telling your fans it is postponed, then why should I buy it? I'm just, can you give me that answer, please? Why should I buy it?
It's a terrible look.
It's dumb. And if you looked at the rest of the card, you'd be like, wait.
Because the 6-man could be okay if they didn't have it in 6-man and they split those guys up into angles. But that just feels thrown together and like bullshit.
The 6-man is stupid because Rude's in it.
Right.
So I'm going to tie up my champion in a 6-man. No.
Right.
Stupid. Anyway.
100%.
I don't want to start this negative, even though that's what's happening.
But Toot Toot.
But Toot Toot, yes. Doc, anything from the opening before we go to
my note promo? Was, why are we telling people that the pay-per-view sucks?
Well,
They're just being honest.
I'm not saying the pay-per-view
Good point.
sucks. I'm saying they should not be postponing the main event match that is selling your pay-per-view.
I'm going to say something that I've heard the mortgage man say on his show, but it's a really smart thing, and I apply it to my own personal life. Be easy to buy from.
Oh, yeah. Don't make it complex.
And my deal is, if I get bad customer service, I'm not going to beg you to take my money. But be easy to buy from. Well, telling people that the biggest star that you have and the ex-champion in a return match is not happening is not in your best interest. Like, there is no swerve that you're going to pull that's going to make this worth it. Maybe even later in the episode.
Well, on that note, we fussed enough. We know you didn't come here to listen to griping because you get enough of that in the world nowadays. The show kicks off with Regal and Sir William cutting a quick promo talking about Sting. I found this very, very amusing. Here it is.
Wonderful Saturday evening, William. Who are we wrestling this evening?
We're wrestling a man called Sting, the franchise they call him.
How wonderful it will be when I defeat this painted-faced buffoon, and World Championship Wrestling will look to me as the franchise. You peasantly people will look to me as a role model, and all the little stingers, they'll have to look at me as a hero, won't they?
Will they call them little lords or little regals? Or...
I don't think so. They'll still just be little urchins. Sting, I hope you're ready, because you're going to get a jolly good thrashing.
Promotional considerations paid.
I love when he called Sting a painted face buffoon. I bet you that made little Doc happy over there, huh?
Rolex.
That was something. That was stiff.
What the fuck was that?
That was the dragon's head. Ricky Steamboat's coming out in the next match.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Poor old Ricky.
What'd you think of that promo, Doc?
That was good.
Fuck.
Little urchins and yeah, look at that thing.
Regal was good. And
Regal looks great, huh? With that turtleneck on.
He looks like royalty.
He does look like someone that's comes from money, and you would believe what in the hell he has to tell you.
No lies detected. But Harper, you were very much distracted by Ricky Steamboat's entrance.
Like a goddamn Mardi Gras float from Bacchus.
You need to explain what you just said to the international audience.
Are you speaking English?
Look at that thing. Poor old Ricky, man.
No, what
Ricky
is a
dragon?
What did you
gotta
just
explain what you just said. No one gets
Even
it.
I'm not.
Gotta explain it.
Look at this thing.
Harper, explain why the dragon next to Ricky when Ricky comes out. Ricky, did I go to high school with him? Explain why you said it looks like a Mardi Gras float from Bacchus.
It looks like a piece of a Mardi Gras float from the Mardi Gras crew Bacchus.
What's that?
It's a Mardi Gras crew during Mardi Gras.
It's a parade,
called
everybody.
Bacchus. It's a parade called Bacchus.
I thought it was called Mardi Gras.
No.
Oh.
Bacchus is a crew that runs during Mardi Gras.
Oh.
My fucking Wikipedia. The fuck?
This thing can't do Ask Harper.
This is the dumbest looking shit I've seen. What do you think he's thinking right now? It's like, huh? At least I'm getting paid.
I think a lot of guys are thinking that at this time. Check's clearing, brother.
Did he leave WWE because they fucking made him do this shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's doing it's worse here with the fucking head.
You know what's
Grass
crazy
isn't
though?
always greener.
You know what's crazy? So if you remember, he would come out to Ricky Steamboat, the Dragon, the whole Family Man gimmick.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Which I don't know if that's...
He cuts his grass every week.
Right.
And he edges too.
So
always uses his blinkers.
So he's doing that.
He doesn't blow the grass clippings in the street like an asshole. He actually cleans them up.
So what's worse, that or back to doing the actual dragon entrance?
I don't know, man. Just let him be Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Without all the theatrics?
Yeah, bruh.
Who's Tom Burton?
He actually is, he was a journeyman. We've talked about him
He's
before.
got a build.
Haven't we talked about him before?
Got the little toy.
I thought I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
but
he's a journeyman. He worked WWF in like the late 80s, like USWA. I think he might have even been in Global at one point.
Okay. He looks good.
We've actually seen him here before. I don't know if we've talked a lot about him.
He's got a build.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big guy, decent build. Looks like he could be related to Tony Anthony, maybe.
Yeah, I was about to say that. He looks like a better looking Tony Anthony.
Whoa.
Doesn't he?
I will not.
What's your problem with Tony Anthony? Jesus, we're big fans in this show of the Dirty White Boy.
Yeah.
Sing it.
Dirty White Boy.
See? Tom Burton doesn't have a song.
Dirty Tom Burton.
All right. Doc, any thoughts on this match?
Post match, I do.
Okay, so we'll go to the finish because then we can get into that.
Yeah.
So Steamboat goes to the top to deliver a crossbody to Burton, but Harley Race runs in and takes the crossbody, and then Vader comes out.
That was my note, is that he took that shit like a champ.
He sure did. He's not that old though, so there's that. Anyway, Vader comes out,
look good.
Jumps Steamboat. WCW officials come out and run Vader off. Vader's in the camera yelling. He's angry at the situation with Flair not being able to wrestle at Superbrawl, and he's basically taking it out on others. And in this instance, he's taking it out on Steamboat. How old is Harley Race here, Doc? Can you look that up real quick?
I got you.
What, his late 40s?
He ain't as old as you think. That's why I'm pointing it out.
50.
There you go.
He'll be 51 in 2 months.
He's only 50.
Brock and Cena were both 48 and 47, I think, the other night.
There you go.
Christ.
So that's why I said it. It is amazing. Harley is 50.
Damn.
So Harley and Mean Gene are basically the same age.
Harley and Mean Gene are that generation, Cena and Brock.
Wow.
Oh,
man, we need some of those monkey hormones that those guys are taking.
Well, get some.
Dude, did you Harper, you're not on X. I clipped out and some audio and video from the LSU game the other night.
Oh, I saw that.
Freaking Jordan Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers' brother, who does color commentary on these ESPN games. He's like on the B team for SEC, right? Anyway,
yeah.
This dude said something to the effect of they started talking about Cena and Brock. Now, first off, it's like 9:30 when they're having this discussion, and these two are going back and forth about who you think's going to win. And I'm thinking to myself, it happened 3 hours ago, but nobody's counting right now. You know, they don't know. They're just trying to promote it on ESPN, right?
Y'all are playing McNeese, so we got to talk about something.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, worse. They were playing Southeastern, which is even smaller of a school. But anyway, so he goes, speaking of Brock, you see that guy? Oh, boy, you don't think he can pass a drug test, can you? Like,
oh, fuck, I didn't see. See, I didn't.
Yes.
Damn.
And then, so Jordan Rodgers.
I didn't watch any of the game.
He sounds like this like casual old like Monday Night Wars wrestling fan, because his the play-by-play guy asked Cole Kubelik, who is a very, very, very astute wrestling like student as far as history goes. He apparently is friends with Conrad. I've heard him say that before on different broadcasts. But anyway, they were like, okay, Cole, who is your top professional wrestler that was also a great collegiate player? And Cole says right off the bat, Ron Simmons. Like, that's his number one. Like, top play. Because if you think about it, Ron Simmons is not only a great professional wrestler, won the world title, but he also was a great collegiate player. Like, he got
All-American.
Right. He got Heisman votes back in his day when defensive players never got him. At least that's what I always thought. So anyway, Jordan Rodgers is like, What about Goldberg? And Cole, like with disgust in his voice, goes, "You need to do some research." Like he don't want to hear nothing about no goddamn Goldberg. Like he's like, dude, go back to the drawing board. That it just the ignorance of that statement was hilarious because no disrespect to Goldberg, but there's nothing legendary about his collegiate career.
Right. How many Heisman votes did he get? Georgia?
So and it's not disrespecting him. I mean, he went to camp with the Falcons and all that good stuff, but it's just he wasn't Ron Simmons. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, It was an interesting like 2 to 3 minute discussion towards the end in the fourth quarter because they needed something to talk about. Good shit, pal. All right.
Good shit.
Anyway, we'll continue. Mean Gene is at the Superbrawl IV Control Center. We see a replay of Bockwinkel announcing Flair not being 100% and Flair can't wrestle against Vader. So again, they repeat it's being postponed. We then see some promos from Sting, Dustin Rhodes flying Brian Pillman since they will be wrestling Orndorff, Austin, and Rude in 6-man action. I thought the promos were meat and potatoes. And Mean Gene at the end with a teaser says, "There's a rumor that Hulk Hogan will be tagging with Sting, but you need to call the hotline to hear what I have on that." Boy, if that wasn't just milking people to call a damn hotline, because that was some bullshit that never happened at this moment.
And they call up like, I was just bullshit. Yeah.
Right. Doc, anything from the control center? It was mostly replays. I mean, there was nothing there. All right, so we keep moving. Hold on 1 second because I'm gonna play this promo. So, Doc, do you have anything from this promo though before I play it? This is Bockwinkel, and he will be talking to Flair on the phone here.
My note for this coming into it is this is being overbooked.
All right, glad you said that. Let's go to it now. Remember, the match is postponed. But now we need to talk to Flair. Flair's on the phone. Bockwinkel's with Tony Schiavone or Mean Gene. And here it is.
Fans, welcome back to Saturday Night. We apologize for the confusion, but we do understand that world champion Ric Flair has called the production truck. He has been watching the program with all of us. We have Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel out here with us. We're going to attempt to patch Ric Flair in on the air to talk with you. But what about Vader? What are we going to do with this guy?
Vader, as far as I'm concerned, his conduct at the press conference cost him $25,000. And I'm telling you this right now, Vader and Harley Race, you're being fined again right now.
Okay, I don't want to interrupt you, but I do believe that we do have Ric Flair on the line. Ric Flair, are you there, Rick?
Tony, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. You're on with the Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel.
Mr. Bockwinkel, Ric Flair.
Go right ahead, Rick.
I have just witnessed, as most of the world has, another attempt by Vader to end a great wrestler's career. It goes like this: I don't care what it costs, what you have to do, what I have to do, to what length or what measures I have to take. I want back in Superbrawl, and I want back in now. Please.
Rick, you know the decision that's been made, and
I know the decision that's been made. I know there's attorneys. I know there's an action committee involved in this. I don't care. I want back in. Vader has taken too many liberties, not only with me, my family, but now with my friends. He is attempting to run rampant in this great company, and I want to put an end to it. If I don't put an end to it, I want him to put an end to me. I want to finalize this deal. It can't go any further. Please put me back in Superbrawl.
Rick, you put us on a spot, but I'm going to tell this to you right now. I will call an emergency meeting with the board, the attorneys, and the doctors. All I'm going to say is I will plead your case. I respect your fervor and your intensity and your feeling. I will call the emergency meeting.
Mr. Bockwinkel, if you have to make this match non-sanctioned, do what you have to do. I'll put the world title up on my own. Vader and I've got to settle this issue. I will pay his fines. I will do whatever it takes to make this match come true at Superbrawl. Please.
I will call this emergency meeting, and I promise you we will try and get you word before this show is over today.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's go back to the ring, fans.
Yeah, Doc, what were you saying before we went to the audio about it being overbooked?
So, just overbooked. Like, look, Bockwinkel's could be really good as sort of a distinguished version of our Bob Armstrong and Smoky Mountain because he's very, very well spoken. But like Flair begging when They haven't even told us what the injury is.
The part that I hate most is you're going around like you're walking in a circle to get to a destination that should just be a straight line.
Right.
It's like, I'm standing 10 feet away from Harper, but in the room I'm in, there's another 50 feet to the left of me. So I'm going to walk all the way to 50 feet and then come walk all the way back to him. Like, he'd look at me like, I was right here. Just walk straight towards me.
What the fuck you doing, bro?
Yeah. You're losing your mind? It doesn't, like, the tough part is I know where this ends up. And it's like, so we ended up back at square A. Why did we go through all this?
Right. If you're going to do all this, there has to be a better way to do it. There has to be. I need more information that makes it worth going on this detour. And you're taking steps here that I wouldn't put my fans through because be easy to buy from.
Just sell the injury angle. Oh man, Rick's all banged up going into this match with.
Put him in a fucking neck brace like they did 10 years ago, and you're fine.
Well, they already did this.
Wrap his ribs up. Just wrap his ribs like it's something they've done a million times. So what? Do that again. Don't do this thing where, oh my God, our main event is not happening at Superbrawl. But by the way, call and order the pay-per-view. For what? Have you seen the rest of the lineup? Do you want me to read the rest of the card if this match net wouldn't have happened? Because
Arn and Regal,
fat face motherfucker. God damn!
Look at that motherfucker, the assassin,
the ass.
I will let y'all make fun of this man's face while I pull up this card here.
His face doesn't look that bad today.
Bullshit.
His eyes are open.
Maybe he has an EpiPen underneath that bat roll.
All right, you ready for this?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Look at his neck.
Here's the pay-per-view. Harlem Heat versus Thunder and Lightning.
Nope.
Jesus Christ.
Jim Steele versus the Equalizer.
Nope.
Can't wait for that.
Terry Taylor versus DDP.
Nope. Nope.
What if I told you the Diamond Doll was coming out with DDP?
Dude, this sounds like a house show.
Hold on. I'm not done yet. Johnny B. Bad is taking on someone that we haven't seen in a while, so I don't want to spoil that.
Nope.
Z-Man.
Regal versus Arn.
Okay.
For the TV title. Okay, that's 5 matches, and that's the first thing you've said all right to, okay? Next match. Cactus Jack and Max Payne versus the Nasty Boys for the World Tag Titles.
Not the one where they beat the living shit out of each other.
This is not quite the one that I'm thinking of at Spring Stampede, but this one's not bad. Right. Something happens at the end of this one, though, that I'm like, I can't wait to discuss with y'all. All right. But again, not bad. Okay, here we go. Sting, Pillman, and Dustin versus Austin, Rude, and Paul Orndorff.
Why?
Yeah, whatever. Good for you.
It's going to be in the Thunder Cage.
Oh.
Now, that would have been the last match if they don't have Flair and Vader. That's what they're selling for a pay-per-view. So you are shooting yourself in the foot by saying, oh my God, this Flair and Vader match is postponed. Because when you look at the other 7 matches, we literally said yes to 2 of them. Regal and Arn, along with Cactus and Max Payne and Nasty
I didn't say
Boys.
yes to the second one.
Okay. It's just, I'm like, and then Rude, why do you have Rude involved in a 6-man? Oh, my God.
I need to dial in Crockett.
Yeah, we'll see.
I got a work trip.
Right. All right. So anyway, I'm with you, Doc. I'm having real trouble with, and again, we're talking about it because they're dragging it on up until
I feel like Flair and Bockwinkel are working real hard to make something out of this, but yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's continue. We got the assassin.
And I'm sitting there thinking if it was Watts instead of Bockwinkel, he'd be like, hey, the man wants to strap it on. Let's strap it on. Maybe he'll get hurt. That's what happens when men fight.
Bro, look at that dude's neck right there.
I want to just play with it. I want to go
Tickle the fat.
Harper, you know what it looks like? Remember that freaking Play-Doh from when we were kids? Or silly putty? It looks like a bunch of silly putty.
Look at that, just spilling out.
You know what?
Look at that from right there.
Y'all had me dying.
It's like it's got a tumor.
Y'all had me dying laughing. One of y'all, we were talking about Brady Boone with the genie pants on, and I said, he looks like the American genie. And I don't know how it devolved into y'all talking about the assassin's mask. And one of y'all said something about, I don't know, when you rub it, man, maybe a genie pops out of the eye hole of that fat ass mask. I don't know how y'all got to that.
That sounds like Harper. I would never.
Sounds like Doc.
I would never say anything that disrespectful.
All right, Pretty Wonderful versus Uncle Fred and Mark Starr. Heenan claims that the divorce rate is up because all the women are leaving their husbands because they want Orndorff and Roma. I cannot keep up with Bobby Heenan on commentary. It's one zinger after another. Also, before I throw it to you, Doc, he calls Uncle Fred the trash master because of how many boxes of Twinkies he consistently puts down. And he asks Tony what Uncle Fred's middle name is, and Tony says, I don't know what. And Heenan says, dumpster. Heenan is a runaway train and is fantastic. But I'll go to you, Doc.
He is, but there's points where I'm paying more attention to what he's going to say than I am the matches.
Well, especially on Saturday night where it's not, you got the enhancement matches too. I told you we could just review him calling matches and that would be all we talk about because it's just.
Can you go to 28-12?
Yeah. What are we looking for?
With audio.
Oh, I know what you got.
We go back to the Clash of the Champions. The injuries he sustained at the hand of Vader.
Oh, no.
The big superplex.
Go back. That chick is an office worker they sent over there to be in the crowd.
Yeah, she's definitely a mom.
Okay. Any other thoughts?
Would you though, Harper? She's not that bad.
Yeah, she looks good.
Okay.
What kind of car does she drive?
A Chevy Corsica.
What's it smell
sensible?
Like? Oh God, fucking cheap perfume
and lotion.
Yeah, and fucking lotion.
She smoke menthols or reds?
Nah, she doesn't smoke.
Yeah,
the hell she
doesn't
don't
smoke.
That's a white woman in the '90s. She smokes.
No.
What's the champ say?
Everybody else in that joint, including everybody in that building above the age of 5, smoked, but not her.
What's Oren say? If she smokes and has tattoos, she puts out.
She puts out.
All right,
it's true.
All right, Doc. Thoughts on this match? If you
this was awful.
Oh boy, what are we doing? Let's go to the finish.
I had that note. I had that written down, and I wasn't going to say it because I thought you might.
Well, Mark
what
Starr,
are we doing?
Mark Starr looks good. I don't want to take anything from him, but the whole thing with Uncle Fred it's done. Anyway, Orndorff hits the pile driver on Mark Starr and Pretty Wonderful win, and that was that. Any other thoughts, Doc, before we go to this promo with Fat Face here?
Whoa.
Hey.
What?
I'm right here.
Not you.
Oh, okay.
The big boy here. Look at that.
Hey, I'm right here.
That's a fat son of a cunt.
The fuck, dude.
Right.
What the fuck?
Let's go to let's just go to these three now.
All right, the crowd certainly loves these two guys, Paul Roma, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, Assassin. Before I talk about the big 6-man tag coming up at Superbrawl 2 weeks from tomorrow night live on pay-per-view, what about this incident out here earlier involving Vader and that vicious attack on Ricky the Dragon Steamboat?
Ricky Steamboat got exactly what he deserved.
How can you
know, when you're friends with a snake like Ric Flair, who will sacrifice his friends to save himself, you deserve to be destroyed and demolished just like Vader demolished him. Now, as far as the 6-man is concerned, everything is coming into place. All the plans that I've had for the past years are coming into place. And I want to tell every wrestler in WCW, you're looking at the next World's Tag Team Champions.
All right, Mr. Wonderful, you do have some action slated in a six-man, but your partner's not going to be at your side 2 weeks from tomorrow night.
That's exactly right. And just like the brilliant assassin that he is, the mind that he has, we have got a situation here that we want to get even with the Rhodes. And I'm talking about Thunder King, Dustin Rhodes. That's the only reason that I'm in this match.
That's it. Very quick.
That's all he needs to say. And we're not done. Remember one thing, after he gets done with the Rhodes, we're going to get those gold belts around our ring.
I thank you. Time will tell. Stay tuned. We're going to be back right here on TBS.
Doc, help me out. Why is this six-man happening in Thunder Cage? I don't even remember.
I don't either.
Okay.
They're asking for it.
So it's not just me. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Yeah, I got no thoughts on the promo. I don't think it was bad. Assassin promises that Pretty Wonderful will win the World Tag Titles is meat and potatoes. It wasn't bad. I just don't understand. I mean, Orndorff's doing his job promoting that six-man match at Superbrawl because
he's done the most to tell me why anybody's in it.
Yeah. But other than that, I got nothing.
Yeah.
We then go to
right now, as we stand here, that's our main event.
Right. We go to Arn Anderson versus Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker. Very quick match. Arn's going to hit the spine buster. Doc, any thoughts?
That spine buster is still one of my favorite moves of all time. It's good to see Arn with no puncture wounds on him.
Wow.
What? Come on.
Grow up.
That's nice.
Man, he's just coming back from damn near dying.
He's back and he wins. All right. From there, Doc.
He's fighting Regal at the pay-per-view. Now, that's real interesting, right?
It's the best match on the card right now. Not that there's much else to choose from, but it's true. All right. Here we go again with Bockwinkel. I'm not playing this one because it's rather short. Bockwinkel's with Tony Schiavone. He reiterates what we heard earlier and that he is working on getting a decision on the Flair and Vader match by the end of the show. Doc, any thoughts?
No.
Okay. We think like you said.
I tried to come up with one, but it's like, is this just to manufacture ratings for Saturday night? Because that's a bad plan.
We then go to Thunder and Lightning versus Bill Payne and Ricky Tango. We have seen both Bill Payne and Ricky Tango before. They can be some rather funny-looking fellas.
What does that mean?
I mean, we've seen both of them. Ricky Tango is interesting. I mean,
Which one's that?
That's the one on the
guy
left.
The Jew-fro?
Oh,
the
God.
what?
He always says that.
What does he have?
You need some
He's got a Jew-fro.
You need some cultural sensitivity for training, Harper.
We can't do that anymore. It got outlawed.
Okay,
remember?
bullshit.
That's right. DEI. It's over with, Mike.
Diversity is still a part of this podcast.
Mike,
Slapnuts.
we tolerate you. That's the only reason why you're here.
Don't speak for me now.
Oh my God.
Don't speak for me. Hold on.
If you can have tariffs, I can have diversity. Slapnuts.
What do I get? I don't want either one.
You can go get crabs. I don't give a shit what you got.
I just want the Cowboys to win every once in a while.
I mean, well, we'll give you Cowboys season tickets, but those aren't worth toilet paper, so I don't know what to tell you.
No, thanks.
Yeah.
I want something of value.
Right. Harper, let's get back to it. Ricky Tango, the guy on the left, what the hell is he wearing?
Oh, boy.
What's he wearing?
Is that supposed to be like ref pants?
Well, they're shorts. They're not pants, and they're pulled up to the belly button with a singlet underneath.
They are pulled up to the belly button. And
Yeah.
he's got a mullet from hell.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of him. He is funny looking, though, huh?
Not much of anything.
Yeah. Where's he work?
Jesus. Let's see. Firestone?
That's an insult to Firestone workers, if you ask me.
I think he works at Firestone and
Right, he might be in the back of the grocery store in the produce, hauling boxes off the truck.
he's the receiving manager at the local Winn-Dixie.
There you go.
And he used to be in the Army National Guard.
That was the highlight of his life, too.
That was a highlight of his life.
That was his WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
He peaked in 5th grade.
Jesus Christ.
And he quit because they wouldn't let his hair grow out. That's why he didn't re-enlist.
Some gave all, Harper. Some gave all.
That's right.
All right. Doc, any thoughts on this finish? I got nothing, man.
No, I don't think I have anything. I have a feeling this just feels like like we've talked about this for 3 or 4 years waiting for the bottom. And I feel like this is the point where the talent's in on the joke that like this isn't going to get better.
Yeah, these guys look like they're from a video game or something. Like, remember those video games where it wasn't WWF or WCW, it was just,
you're talking like Fallout 4 or something?
Yeah, like one of those like wrestling games from like, Wrestle War or Matt Mania, where they would just be some generic wrestlers. That's what they look like.
Clobbering time.
Well, Thunder and Lightning win an uneventful match. So then we go to Rick Rude, who is
these guys literally walked off they look like they walked off the damn American Gladiator set with the most generic names ever.
Thunder and Lightning.
Well, American Gladiators was happening at this time, and that is what they kind of look like. Not as jacked as some of the gladiators, but yeah, let's go to Rick Rude now, because he's our WCW International World Heavyweight Champion.
I recognize that as a world title, by the way.
Very good.
It sure looks like a world title.
Well, he's with Mean Gene. Let's see what he's got to say leading up to this match at the pay-per-view.
Well, Rick Rude, of course, coming up 2 weeks from tomorrow night exclusively on pay-per-view. You're going to be involved in a 6-man tag. This belt will not be on the line at Superbrawl.
Okerlund, the recent turn of events here at WCW would have Ric Flair dethroning Vader. That makes me the man who beat the man that beat the man. Top dog, king of the hill in the WCW. I stand here before you with the shiny gold belt, the flashy suit. I drive the fast Jaguar car. I live in a beautiful house on the hill. I have everything a champion should have, except a little RESPECT.
Respect, of course.
That's right, divot head. Respect. And what better way for me to gain respect than to dismantle the WCW piece by piece, player by player, from the top to the bottom, beginning in the cage with the man called Sting.
And that's going to happen in the Thunder Cage at Superbrawl in a couple of weeks' time. But I've been watching very closely in recent months all the vicious attacks that you've made on Sting. I've got to believe, Rick Rude, that you consider a Sting a threat to your career and this belt.
You might consider Sting a threat. All the little stingers might consider Sting a threat. But Sting and I, we know different. Respect is what it's all about, Okerlund. I don't expect the people of the world to give it up easily, but sooner or later, they will give it up.
All right, give it up for the man who's recognized by WCW International as the heavyweight champion. Man,
we are wasting Rick Rude on this pay-per-view, man.
Dude, and that belt, did they change the main plate to say international?
No, that belt's still the same belt. I don't think
this is like some indie shit. If you're going to give it a new name, just make a new belt.
Sir, I don't think...
That unfortunately, that's not in the top 10 of our problems right now.
That is true.
It is a good question, though, but dude, I don't know. They're just, look, they are wasting him.
Nothing is hot except for Pillman and Austin and Flair and Vader.
Yeah, the only thing hot at this time was the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Braves in the fucking Bulls. Not this shit.
I mean, we're in the middle of the wrestling recession, so it should.
Yeah.
Don't mean we got to act like we don't give a shit.
I'm with you on Michael.
That. Can we fight our way out of it? Can we kick out, please?
I don't get why you waste. I don't get why you just completely waste Rick Rude.
It's
in a 6-man.
Man, he's going to go. We don't have that much longer with him either.
That's what I was thinking.
We don't have much longer. Well, I won't give it away. Yeah,
give it away now.
He's we actually have right at about 3 more months with him. If you just look at today's date, February 5th.
Yeah.
When his
the Lloyd's of London.
When it happens.
How you get one of those insurance policies?
On what?
I don't know. Think of something.
On ass eating.
Y'all are smart people.
On your PlayStation.
If he injures his tongue and he can no longer eat ass.
Come on.
Yeah. She kicks me in the face.
There went the new listener of the week, Matt Wilson. We were doing all right until then, huh?
I don't know.
Nice. Yeah, grow up.
All right. Well, yeah, I think they're wasting Rick Rude. The promo is fine. He's doing his best to talk us into the building, getting ready for this cage match that Sting's going to be involved in. But he should be having a singles match, and that's my thought.
He's the champ.
Right.
So unless it is super nasty hot, why is he in a tag match?
Yep. Totally agree. We go to Steve Austin versus Terry Taylor. Tony says Terry Taylor will battle DDP at Superbrawl. I kind of mentioned that earlier, but there was the official announcement for that match. Stunning Steve comes out with Colonel Parker to a load of KFC chants.
And a bucket.
And a bucket, yeah. Let me go back because I did have a bit of audio from right around right here. Listen to Bobby Heenan referring to these women who are pointing.
All right, the U.S.
I had that
Stunning
too.
Steve, he's in the ring with that belt. Ooh,
Don't point at me, Toots.
they are pointing at you, aren't they? Good. Telling you to sit down here. Bell sounds, we're set to go. Terry Taylor and stuff.
Heenan, don't point at me, Toots. All right. This is a quick match, actually. You'd think you might give it a little more time, but nope, not happening. 4 minutes. Doc, your thoughts on this one?
Well, I'm gonna wait till you get to the finish.
Okay. So nothing until then. I'll go to it. If that's not.
I mean, it was all right. These two guys are both. I mean, they do how to work, bro.
Well, I mean, you give.
You a worker, bro?
You get. Mike, are you a worker? You a worker, bro? Oh man, I love Darren. I love when he texts and he's getting all worked up. Oh my god. Anyway,
You a worker, bro?
you tell Mills. We're gonna have to do the Christmas. We're gonna have to do the Christmas episode, bro. It's gonna be tremendous. I think he was kayfabing us though, Harper, because he hadn't messaged us anything in over 2 weeks until you sent that.
Nice.
But he doesn't realize he's the star of the show when we read some of his text messages. Not all, some. All right, finish of this match. We get a 5-arm finisher by Taylor, but Colonel Parker puts Austin's feet on the bottom rope, and then Taylor gets.
Was Pee Wee looking at this?
Bruh.
Watching him cheat?
Nah, he didn't. No, he kind of looked. He was looking down.
Okay.
I mean, by today's standards, hell no, he didn't see it.
Right.
Fair enough.
Anyway, Taylor goes to roll up Austin. Austin then rolls up Taylor. He's got a handful of tights, and Pee Wee makes the count, and Austin wins. Although he cheated, which he's a heel, so it is what it is. Anyway. Was that your only question? I mean, he's not really looking. No, I don't, he's behind him, so he can't really see.
Right.
I watched this on my phone, so it's a lot smaller, so sometimes it's hard to see things.
Gotcha. All right. Mean Gene promotes the hotline and once again teases Hogan tagging with Sting again.
Jesus.
Man, he's getting people to call
Somebody
in.
called the Better Business Bureau.
Bruh, you know the champ was using his neighbor's phone that the neighbor left the cordless on the porch to call and get info here. Oh boy. All right, next match. Boy, this is gonna put people in the seats, boy. Let me tell you. Asses in the seats for this one. Boss Man versus the Equalizer. Oh. Doc, your thoughts.
2 letters.
What?
F.
Boss Man hits Equalizer with his finisher and wins. Watch this finish. I want Harper's thoughts in yours, Doc. Equalizer pops right up after the 3 count, and I thought Boss Man didn't look happy. Like, he's like, dude, you just popped up for my finisher like it didn't even count. And he goes and gets the nightstick. Like, he's like, bruh, are you serious? Look how he pops up. I mean, he pops up like a fucking spring is in his ass. He don't sell it at all. That's Boss Man's finisher.
Well, he's the Equalizer.
Yeah, he equaled up.
Bruh, he popped up like nothing happened. I guarantee you he got talked to in the back. There's no way he didn't get talked to.
You're like, just for that, we're going to make you a special person.
Whoa.
That is kind of what they do with him.
Yeah, that is what they did.
Yeah. He ain't wrong.
He was Eugene before Eugene.
Pretty much.
All right. Any other thoughts, Doc?
No, I didn't have any to begin with.
Hey, Doc, have you heard from Nick Bockwinkel enough in this episode?
Well, Tony, now we need to talk about,
Okay. Let's go back to Nick Bockwinkel and Tony Schiavone on another update. I'm going to play this one because it is kind of important. Here it is.
All right, Bobby, we are here once again with Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel. Let me bring all of our fans up to date as to what has happened on the program this week. Earlier in the telecast, Vader attacked Ricky Steamboat, the Dragon. Nature Boy Ric Flair from his home in Charlotte, North Carolina, watching the telecast, called here to WCW Saturday Night, wanting to talk to Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel, demanding the match at Superbrawl, the cage match, be reinstated. And I know since that time you've had many meetings. Been talking to members of the championship committee who are here. Members are in other parts of the country. Much of the meeting has been held by conference call. We do understand you have a prepared statement for us at this time. We'll let members of the press know that this statement will be sent to you at the conclusion of this program. Mr. Bockwinkel, I believe Ric Flair is on the phone at this time. Go ahead with the statement, please.
Rick, are you there?
I'm here.
Rick, here's the statement. After deliberating with both the World Championship Wrestling Board of Directors and Commission Doctors, I have reached a decision regarding heavyweight champion Ric Flair's request. My decision is as follows. If Mr. Flair will provide me with a notarized doctor's release by this Monday, February 7th, 1994, by 6 p.m., I will reinstate the title match in the Thunder Cage at Superbrawl. That match will only be reinstated under these conditions.
Mr. Bockwinkel, I don't have a prepared statement, but I will say this. I appreciate the effort put forth by you and the committee, but I promise you this. I will do everything in my power to get a faxed statement to you with a medical release. If I don't, I want you to know this. I will be at Superbrawl. I may not be in the title match, but I'll be in the building, because the issue between Vader and Ric Flair is going to be resolved next Sunday night, either in a championship match or another way.
I can only say one thing. Mr. Flair has every right to be in the building regardless of whatever decision is going to be made.
Well, thank you very much for your work. I know it's been a very difficult day. Now, standing by at this time, we understand, means you know...
All right, Doc, so we're stringing it along. We get the update on the match.
Why did Rick sound like he was grounded from wrestling by his wife, like he had to be home this week, and he was talking real soft on the phone so that he wouldn't get busted for still doing wrestling?
That might have been what was happening. I don't know.
He had to sneak away from dinner for go to the bathroom, and he called into the studios.
But he needs a medical release for the match to happen.
You could tell Rick knows this is bullshit, and I wonder if it was scripted. I'm just going to be I'm going to tell them I'm in the building so that they'll buy this shit.
That's a good point, because he did say that. No matter if I get the release or not, I'm going to be there. Almost to say, like, just buy this goddamn pay-per-view at this point.
Right. Like, let's cut the shit.
Yeah. I don't know, Harper. Any thoughts, or are you getting tired of it like we are?
No.
No what?
Who cares?
There you go.
That's the answer we were looking for. Well,
it's just stupid, Mike.
Vader cares. Let's hear him and Harley's response.
Oakland is at ringside. Gene, let's go up to Gene Oakland with Vader and Harley Race.
All right, obviously, these two men have made news recently at World Championship Wrestling. Harley Race manager for Vader. And yes, some big news. You heard about it earlier in the hour.
Yeah, it's true. Me, Gene, 93 was very good to me, but in 94, Vader's coming after more. And I'm standing here before you. I told the WCW I would not be denied. Hell, I told the world I would not be denied. And Flair, it took a beating from one of your very good friends right here in this ring. I nearly beat the man to death before you would stand up and be accounted for, before you would stand up and be a man. And just like the rat that you are, brother, you took the bait, and now that trap is down around your neck, squeezing the life out of you. Every minute of every day, you can think of nothing else. A Thunder Cage, my friends, Vader will have his revenge. You worm, you gutless. I'm gonna beat your butt. You show up at Thunder Cage and show the world that you are a man. All right.
All right, we don't need to listen to Harley. I don't know if y'all noticed something. They're in front of a live crowd, but that noise is being piped in. Ain't nobody making noise in that building. They're all sitting down on their hands.
Yeah, they're all sitting there bullshitting.
So then it made me think, he's talking into that mic, but unless you're near him, you can't really hear what he's saying. Like, I don't think that audio is going out to the audience that's sitting there. It's really weird. Like if you were to go listen to it again and just listen to what he's saying and then like listen to the audible noise behind him, it starts off as like kind of high and then it comes down a little and it goes up again. It's like a very unnatural noise that's happening behind him. Anyway, I can't unhear it now that I'm hearing it all the time in these promos. Did you notice that, Doc, or you didn't care?
I didn't.
Okay.
I believe you, though.
It's happening.
I believe you?
Yeah. But any thoughts on Vader's promo? I thought it was good.
I thought he was good.
Yeah. Good stuff.
I mean, he's trying real hard to get a response. That makes sense.
All right. Well, we go to Sting and Regal for the main event. It is a non-title match. Tony reiterates, as we're about to get going here, that by Monday, a faxed release by Flair's doctor needs to be sent in to clear Flair so he can wrestle Vader at Superbrawl. So Monday, the 7th of February. The pay-per-view's on the 15th. By the time they finally get this match started, there's only like 8 minutes of TV time left. So I only have one comment from this because it's not like they had a lot of time to do much. And it was a Bobby Heenan quote that I was going to play. But, Doc, do you have anything before I get to 126?
Oh, I've got it marked, too. Okay. That was the timestamp I had, because...
Harper... go ahead. Go ahead, Doc.
I just thought... I kept waiting for Regal to tie up Sting like he did Goldberg.
No, he probably likes Sting. He didn't like Goldberg.
Okay.
I love what Regal said about that match, though, with Goldberg. He's like, I was told to have a 7-minute match. Now I can't hit myself. Like he's like so matter of fact. I cannot have a match with myself.
Regal is so good. I didn't put this down as a timestamp, but earlier in the match, and I don't know if this is it or not, he goes to a pinning attempt off a snapmare.
Oh yeah.
Like he is on another level right now.
Matt technician.
But
and he doesn't bore you.
I think you need to play Heenan's audio because I had that marked too.
All right, Harper, I need you to listen to this. Listen to Bobby Heenan, your hero here.
That's what Regal told me. Where Regal? I'm just going by what I hear, Tony. I just got here.
He has Sting is the most determined athlete in the history of WCW. Each and every time you think you have him down, he comes back. And right now, he is in trouble.
It's easy to beat Sting. You get a rag and you load it with paint thinner. You put it in his face, he's a different man.
No, not at all. Sometimes when the paint wears off, he becomes a different man.
He's so stupid. It's easy to beat Sting. Just get a rag and some paint thinner. And the whole time I'm like, wait, he's about to say he needs to be ethered. Anyway.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I'm surprised. What if he had said he's Steve once the paint comes off?
Oh, my God. Yeah. That would have been funny.
I heard his name is Steve.
I don't know, bro. I don't take Hellwig as a first ballot, getting into heaven with St. Peter's guy. That's more of a Borden gimmick. All right. Any other thoughts on this one, Doc?
I enjoyed it. Regal's amazing. And, these are the kind of matches where Sting is good.
Yeah, this was really good. Regal is on another level, doesn't get the recognition he deserves. The finish is they take it almost to the very end. Sting gets Regal in a backslide and pins him for the win. But remember, this was non-title, so Regal is going to retain on that note. And it's my only gripe. He's the TV champion. We're on TV. Why are we doing non-title on TV? That's the whole point of the TV
And then if you're going to do
title.
non-title, why are we pinning him if you're not going to lead it to a match?
Yeah.
Shut up.
So that's my only gripe. Other than that,
pesky facts. Yeah, other than everything else, this show's been great.
No. The main event was fine. Like, I'm good.
Sure.
Regal's good. Sting's good. Regal is very underrated. I mean, I know.
Yeah.
By who? Everybody we hang out with thinks he's great.
That's true.
Bookers.
He's phenomenal.
The intelligentsia of the wrestling business.
Well, you know the drill by this point. It is time for us to rate it. That's going to be hard. Along with giving out the Toot Toot and the Rolex. Before we do it, quick reminder, we do have Superbrawl IV coming up. The only place to listen to our review of it is at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. That is tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. So if I've got this calculated correctly, we'll be recording that 2 weeks from tonight. So we're going to have to remind Harper to watch Superbrawl. He's going to love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he can be a part of that big review. Again, that is tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT, where you can get not only our WCW pay-per-views, but all of our clashes, which is the first 26 of them that we've done so far, the JV Goon Squad shows, the World Class shows, and all that good stuff. Doc, you want to let Harper rate it first, or you want to go first?
He's got to.
All right, Harper, what are you going to rate this one? Why don't you take into consideration the camaraderie tonight, because I know this is a hard show to rate.
A C+.
All right. Doc, what about you?
This is hard.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's agreed. Yeah, I feel like I'm being generous, and I hate to be generous. B-.
I actually think Harper's on something, man. I'm with him on that C+, man. Like, which is going to get into the next thing. Who the hell do you give the Toot Toot or the Rolex to? Bobby Heenan?
Regal's promo.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm giving it to Regal.
That's fair. Okay, so we're all
Thought about Vader.
So
Thought about Vader.
But
Baby Heenan.
I think we're all giving it to Regal. Heenan comes in second, though. By the way, I didn't point this out at the very beginning. I want y'all to pay attention to the openings for like the next, several months. Gene and Bobby do this thing where they look each other down with disgust. Watch how they do it here. They're going to do it at every opening. They'll look at each other and then look at them. See that little thing? They're going to do that every damn show for like the next, God, I don't even know when they stop doing it. They're so great scoring without the ball. They look at each other like they hate each other. Anyway, just wanted to point that out. Any other thoughts, Doc, before we close out tonight's show?
Well, the show may not have been great, but we sure were.
Wow.
But that's what
cranking himself off over there, hitting the Jaworski, I see.
Yeah. Well, I got to say is between now and the next time we do this, good luck with all your football teams. Because, God damn, I don't think that if we put your NFL team together with my NFL team, we'd win enough games to make the playoffs. So,
yeah, we're fucked.
We're going to be fighting over those top 5 draft picks. Yeah. Don't draft who we want.
I'll take 1-16 Super Bowl. Suck it. Let's see what's in that first round next year. You never know, though. That's the only thing. Like, even if you, like, you know, right now, I don't know how good the quarterback class looks, but you never know. It could end up being you get to the end of the year and like, wow, that guy's surefire number 1 overall.
Hey, maybe Russ Wilson could come down there and give y'all a year.
God, no.
Or Geno Smith.
Oh, no.
Jameis could come back.
That's not a horrible idea at this point. If that tells you the state of the franchise.
That's so true.
But you know, the problem is like you don't want to do that.
That redheaded guy.
Like you don't want that because like he might actually stumble into a few wins and that just ruins your high draft pick.
What about Tyrod Taylor? He hasn't been down there, has he?
No, we've never had him. He's been a lot of places, but not there. No, Josh, I don't think he's ever been a Saint. I'm good, man. Just keep losing, bro. It's like there's no point in winning.
Spencer Rattler has never won a game.
Like, to be fair, Harper, he's not like I'm not trying to say he's a legitimate starting quarterback in the NFL. He ain't the problem, bro. There's a list, a complete large list of things that are the problem.
Hey,
yeah, because they didn't fucking draft anybody for the past 5-6 years.
Exactly. That is actually the number one reason.
That's the problem.
The last few drafts are horrendous.
Hey, I got one for you. How about you have a top 5 wide receiver, and he's the second highest paid player on your team, and at the first quarter, you put him in the backfield and let him get a high ankle sprain on a carry.
I mean,
instead of letting him run routes and get open.
It's football. He can get hurt running routes. You know.
Oh, shut up!
Yeah, when he was running routes against Philly, when he's running routes against Philly in Week 1, he couldn't freaking catch a ball either. So there's that. Why don't you tell him to learn how to catch?
Things are bad. That's why we're complaining.
Yeah, go to your high school game and pay $6
for a drink.
Fucking Noel Ryan Field, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Lie to the parking attendant so you can get free parking.
Bruh.
Bring a turkey leg in your cargo pants.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Them pockets.
I don't know. The guy had a Rangers hat on and a jersey and
them pockets
everything.
Loaded up, man. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, bro. That's the best thing that fucking ever happened was cargo shorts.
You got a slow grease spot. You got a slow grease spot forming on the outside of your shorts,
dude. Man,
like a bag from fucking Five Guys,
dude. I remember one game. It was either last year or year before that. Like we stopped somewhere to get something to eat, and I threw them freaking. I don't know if it was McDonald's or when, I don't remember. It was one of the fast food burger places, and I had a burger in that freaking cargo on one side, some fries in the other. I was like,
you go through the security line, they're like, man, you smell good. You smell tasty, boy.
My wife's like, you gonna bring all that in there? Yes, I'm bringing all of this in here. Who's gonna tell me something once I'm in there? Whew. Anyway,
you get to your seat, pull out a napkin and put it on the top of your shirt. Pull out a salt and pepper shaker. Have a full fucking meal.
Hey, bro, look, man, times is tough, dude. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, don't get worked. That's the big thing. Don't get worked.
That's right.
Let's work these people out of a podcast to listen to. How about that?
Okay.
All right.
One of our friends, Doc, he rates hot dogs on his social media when he goes to these high school games.
Oh God, fuck, y'all gotta be the same. It's all from Sitco or whatever it's called.
I'll tell you after. I don't want to give it away,
Okay.
Doc. He literally rates him on Facebook.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Y'all coming from a food distributor company.
I realize that, Harper. Don't tell the old school wrestlers that though. They don't want to hear that woke nonsense from you.
Yeah.
All right. Quick reminder. Repost the show on Twitter, X, Blue Sky. Share the show on Facebook. Do all that good stuff. Don't forget about 5-star reviews. If you leave one, we will read it on air, so we appreciate it. It helps out the show, along with liking, comment, and subscribing on YouTube. And don't forget to become a patron at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTZ. We got Superbrawl 4 coming up. That will be only available on Patreon. On that note, Harper, why don't you hit the tagline? Let's roll.
Book it, biatch.
Hey, everybody, it's AIEZE, Eric Bischoff. And let me tell you something. If you're not already a Booking the Territory Patreon subscriber, you're missing out on the real deal when it comes to classic wrestling talk. Doc, Harper, and Mike, they're not just fans. They live and breathe this stuff. And here's the kicker. Over on their Patreon page, you get even more. We're talking deep dives into the Clash of the Champions, every WCW pay-per-view through early 1994, classic world-class championship wrestling. And yeah, even those off-the-wall JV Goon Squad shows. This isn't cookie-cutter podcasting. This is the kind of unfiltered, entertaining, can't-miss content that makes you remember why you fell in love with wrestling in the first place. So do yourself a favor, head over to Patreon, search Booking the Territory, sign up, and get in on the action. Trust me. If you love old school wrestling, this is where you want to be.